content on this channel is not made for kids and intended for adult action figure collectors.
Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits, subscribe.
Fine, I don't know anything about Spy Master. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive New Mutants Dani Moonstar. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at Walgreens. I just said this is a Walgreens exclusive, but otherwise you can get your other Marvel Legends at DMW All Things Marvel, which is a legit Marvel merchandise business, family owned, and it features all kinds of fun posts on their site, including incredible customs and action figure photography. They have giveaways over there, and it's a little community over there, man. You know, people find figures for each other, people trade figures over there, so I recommend it. Check it out, link in the description below. And I gotta give a big thanks to DMW All Things Marvel for making this review possible as well and sending this out my way. I really appreciate it, you guys. And as a side note, I have received free product from Hasbro, but not this one right over here. This came from DMW All Things Marvel, link in the description below. And you can see right over here on the side, we get this nice image of Dani Moonstar. Man, I've been wanting to open up or get this figure for quite some time now, very stoked. And then there's a read up on Dani Moonstar. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. I really like that image a lot, beautiful artwork. And then you can see that same image right there. And then you get a spot varnished X logo at the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Dani Moonstar figure, aka Karma figure, or aka Wolfsbane figure, out of the packaging. Always get Feral and Wolfsbane confused. I was under the impression that this was Feral at first, but I guess it's Wolfsbane. But anyway, looking at this figure right here in the Dani Moonstar form, I'm really happy with it already. I love getting these figures in the jumping archer pose. And yeah, this figure just looks great, especially with that Mafex stand plugged right into the back of it. Makes it very easy. But anyway, we get some great accessories with this piece, so let's take a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So here's all the accessories that we get with this figure, and we get quite a bit. Now, most of them really do seem like they're for Dani Moonstar. You can see that we get the bow and arrow over here, as well as 2 sets of interchangeable hands for Karma and Dani Moonstar. And then we get 1 set of interchangeable hands for Wolfsbane, and then you can see the 3 head sculpts. But first off, you can see that these hands right here, you get a weapon holding hand, and then you get these wide open hands. We've seen these many times before. And then these hands right over here have the claws on them and everything, and they're perfect for Wolfsbane. Now, getting a close look at the bow, I don't ever remember seeing this before, and I think it is awesome. It'd be nice to see this with a Hawkeye figure, right? Especially a classic Hawkeye. So I really like this a lot. You know, it doesn't have an actual string or anything. You could customize this, I guess, if you wanted to, but really love this bow. And you get a great arrow over here as well. I do like that. They didn't make it pointy at the end, but it looks like it could be. Nice gunmetal. Or it's actually just a glossy black right over there at the end. If you want to use one of these wide open hands, you can figure out, you can see some red stained on that hand right there. You just want to grab one of these feathers and kind of just like tuck that in between the fingers, and there you go. So she can hold her arrow like that. That is awesome. And I gotta say, these 3 head sculpts all look fantastic. I love how this Dani Moonstar looks, man. This is really awesome. Now, I'm not gonna get into the bio of the character. If you want a full-on bio and history of this character, I recommend you check out X-Men 87's video on this character, because he is a big fan of Dani Moonstar, man. In that video, he goes on about the bio of her and everything and all her abilities. And yeah, I think almost to the point where he has a crush on her. But, you know, after seeing this image right over here, I think I have a crush on her too. But just to quickly go over her powers, she has telepathy, danger sense, she can create illusions, psionic bow and arrows, psionic bullets, psionic bolts, empathic telepathic link with animals, and the ability to create solid objects out of psionic energy. She also has Valkyrie powers too, which kind of trips me out, but I really do like this a lot, and I'm not terribly familiar with the character. I've read some New Mutants, but I do find the character to be very interesting, and I really like this head sculpt a lot. And then we get Karma, and this looks stunning as well. A little bit of a piece right there, but man, I love those pink eyes. That just looks great. That hairband looks really good, a little clumpy with the yellow, but still, I really like this a lot, man. Really nice, pretty lips right over there. I like the pink and purple mixed in there. That looks really good. And I'm really stoked I could finally use my slide effect piece right over here for Karma. So that is awesome. I have 2 more of these figures already on the way. Big thanks to Dave for making that happen. And really quick to get into the powers of Karma, she has mental possession abilities, illusion casting, psychic shield, mind control, and she's a weapons expert, skilled combatant, adept medic, and marksmanship, and business specialist. And one thing I know about her is I remember wasn't she possessed by her father or something? Didn't she have a dead father that was like, possessing her or something, making her freak out? I can't remember too much off the top of my head, but yeah, really like this head sculpt a lot. And then lastly, we have Wolfsbane, which I tend to get confused with Feral, only because I'm used to seeing either Rain Sinclair in her human form or her full-on werewolf form. And that's the big difference between Feral and Wolfsbane, is that Feral does not go into full-on werewolf form, but Wolfsbane does. And plus, Wolfsbane is Scottish, and Wikipedia just has her abilities written to be as the ability to shapeshift into a wolf-like humanoid or into a full wolf at will. And side note, I have contributed to Wikipedia. I find it very resourceful, so yeah, I pay it forward to Wikipedia, donate every year. But nice hair right there. I really like the sculpt. Another tell, that this is not Feral is that Feral has these kind of like white striped things going on along the side right over here. But yeah, at first I really did think this was Feral, but it's not the Feral suit I'd like to see anyway. But I really like how this looks. Great looking Rain Sinclair right there. Really dig it a lot. The only problem I really have with this one, and you do have to heat up all these heads and everything at first, is that this head does sit really high. I guess the Karma head sculpt looks a little weird on there too, but you know what? I'm not really that bothered by it, but it is kind of a long neck. And the rest of the figure looks great. We've seen this body mold so many times before. It's based on the Kate Bishop body mold. Nice deco right here with the X. I really like that a lot. From far away it looks super duper flawless, but now that I got the whole macro lens zoomed in here, it does look a little smudgy, but really for the most part the line work does look pretty clean. When you zoom in super tight you're going to see these smudges. I guess this side does look a little bit cleaner than the left, but I really like it. Right here on the torso, I think the lines look pretty good, man. And then here's looking at these. I think these are new forearms right over here. I could be mistaken, but I think we're getting new forearms and new boots. So I do like the wrinkles right there. That's looking nice. Looking at the legs, we've seen these before, and then you can see these boots right over here. And do they rotate? Nope. Yeah, I had a feeling they wouldn't, but I like the wrinkles and everything. And she still has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And then here's looking at the Karma nalgas, and then there's looking at that whole peg on the back, which I really like having quite a bit. It makes it very easy porting my Mafex stand right into there. I had a feeling this would work. I just wanted to see for myself if this Hawkeye quiver could fit in the back, and it does! That's very cool. So if you wanted to do that, you could. Even though Native Americans used to have their quivers on the side, right over here on the hip, right? And to go over the articulation with this Karma head sculpt on here, I guess because she has the longest hair, right? Not counting the ponytails right there. But yeah, you can get the heads to all look up, so that's going to work out pretty well, I think. That should not be a problem. And you can get them to look down. They have a little bit of that forward and back shifting like a pile driver. Some head pivot, shoulders move outward, they move down, rotate a full 360. Single jointed elbows, rotation at the elbows, all the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. Diaphragm joint, diaphragm pivot, crunches forward a little bit, back more so, hips move outward that far. She kicks forward that much, back a little bit, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankles down, ankles up, beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this figure while in Wolfsbane form, you can see that she's standing at about 6.5 inches tall. I think that's the tallest that this figure is going to get, right? Because the hair stands tallest right here with Wolfsbane. And then for a size comparison with the only other original New Mutants character I have in my collection, if you don't want to count Professor X, because that doesn't count. But anyway, we have Cannonball right over here. And yeah, they look good side by side, even though this is not the same attire that he had in the New Mutants. It would be cool to have that version, though. I would like to have that. That'd be neat. With interchangeable heads, of course. And here's Moonstar next to a couple other New Mutants. We have Warlock and Magic, Ilyana Rasputin. And I do want to do a head swap here just to see. No, it does not fit. Oh, I thought it could fit, but no. That would have been really cool. I would have liked to have seen this. I guess maybe you have to Dremel this out or something. But yeah, that's not going to fit on there. Would have looked awesome though, right? I don't know. You may have to switch out that arm, but that would have been cool. Oh well. Then for an X-Factor comparison, even though Wolfsbane is not in her X-Factor attire, I did bring out Multiple Man over here. It would be nice to get another Wolfsbane where she's got the hairy legs and, more of the blue and yellow going on. Hopefully we get that. And then here's Wolfsbane next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Ooh, I'm into redheads, but oh, I am not into hairy chicks. Sorry, but why are you sniffing me like that? What? Stop the thrusting! Stop it! So I want to close out this review with the figure in Wolfsbane form, which is the character I'm most familiar with out of the three. However, I do think the Dani Moonstar version of this figure is the coolest, especially because we get the most accessories for Dani Moonstar, and I feel like Hasbro's been wanting to make a Dani Moonstar ever since they revealed that prototype back in like 2010 or whatever. So yeah, I really like this figure a lot. I'm definitely getting more of them, so they are on their way. I will be getting them later this week or next week, so I'm stoked about that. At the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm giving this figure a Sun rating of
2, please,
or 3. You know, you do want to get more than just one, and I love that Hasbro's doing this kind of thing with army building, keeping in mind that we want to see multiple characters with the same suit. So I don't know, I just thought this was just very well executed. I'm very happy with it, and I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you like this video, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you haven't already, and a big thank you to all the people over here that support this YouTube channel on Patreon. If you're interested in the perks, please check the link in the description below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and do not forget to follow me over on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot, your face is set, we're shot.